Hi, it's Neil here at Toolstop TV. I'm here at the Bosch's headquarters in Denham, and today we're going to show you some Bosch planers. There are 3 planers in the range, the small, the medium and the large, but I'll get Eric to explain exactly what these are going to do for us.
Hello once again. So just going to have a look through the Bosch professional planer range, they're corded planers. The entry-level product is the GHO 1582. All these 3 machines have an 82mm standard width blade. It's a reversible blade. But what's interesting straight away about these machines, and it's true of all the Bosch planers now, that we only have the one knife. Conventional planers tend to have 2 knives mounted on the drum, and these of course, when you need to replace them or adjust them, become a little bit labour intensive. So Bosch developed some time ago now a special high-grade carbide knife which we term wood razor, and these knives are compatible with conventional planers, and you can put standard blades into these machines, but we would strongly recommend when the blades need replacing, having reversed them, because you've got 2 cutting edges to play with. Once you've worn these blades out, we would strongly recommend replacing them with wood razor. And the effect you get, of course, the cutting capacity and the finish is fantastic. Some would say better than a 2-knife system, because you don't have to adjust the 2 knives to cut perfectly well with one another. It's simply a question of loosening these 2 screws on the drum. There's an Allen key provided on the back of the machine to do that. So if you manage to damage a blade, or the blade is not cutting well, you need to turn it round to the fresh side. It's a question of just using the Allen key, loosening a couple of screws, and you're up and running within a minute or 2. As I say, it's much more complicated with other similar products on the market. Other features of this tool, by the way, the 15 part of the model code means that we have a maximum cut capacity per pass of 1.5mm. That's of course adjustable, as with most planers on the front handle. You have a scale which is easy to read and quite positive to adjust, so you can take as much or as little off as you need for the particular job. We have a parking foot on the back here, which is spring loaded. Another handy and very simple feature, so when you finish the pass, you can place the planer down on the work surface or on the bench, and it won't take a lump out of the bench. It leaves you clearance, so there's no need to worry while the planer is running down that it will damage the bench, for example. This machine here has a single exhaust port here, which can be hooked up to an optional dust bag or a vacuum cleaner hose. And of course it has a safety switch which favours both right and left-handed operators here. So you can just press one of these red buttons, whichever is convenient, to release the lock on the switch. So a very competent little planer with a 600-watt motor, and ideal for easing doors and basic work. A rebate depth, I think, is 8mm, so you have a limited rebate capability, but 8mm is quite good for a lot of tasks. And moving up the range then, if you want a little bit more grunt, so to speak, you have a 710-watt motor here on the GHO 2682. The model code is now suggesting 2.6mm per pass. It's using the same single knife wood razor drum, so again, really easy blade change and swap over on that. You'll see that it also has 2 exhaust ports now, so that if you want the hose or the bag to be to your right or your left, depending on whether you're right or left-handed, or you have particular preferences or situations that dictate sending the dust one way or the other, you can put the bag on the right or on the left, and you can direct the waste by moving this little lever. Okay, the lever at the moment has an arrow pointing to my left, your right, and the bag will go here. Switching it over, now the arrow points the other way, so you can actually direct the waste out of both sides. So twin exhausts, you could say, on that one. 2682, that's a 710-watt motor, a more powerful and slightly more versatile planer than the 1582. And then finally, if you like, the Rolls-Royce, the GHO 4082. This one here has a massive 4mm per pass capacity, with a adjustment on the front as before, so you can see there we can go up to 4 millimeters, which is an enormous amount of material to remove. It does that with ease, in spite of the fact that again it uses a single knife wood razor system. It has a very respectable 850 watt motor with constant electronics. Twin ports as before, parking foot on the bottom, 3 chamfer slots in the base at the front here, so that you can adjust how much material you take off when you're chamfering. That is true with the smaller machine as well, right through the range. In fact, you've got these 3 chamfer slots. Single knife as before. We've even got a space in the side here now for the Allen key. And on this training machine, someone's already helped themselves to the knife, but this tool is supplied as standard with a spare wood razor planing knife.